Wednesday, groove with the stars as the Bee Gees give an audience. Their hit songs and their story.
What are your memories of being the Bee Gees down under?
Living on the beach, never in a house.
Special guests, Boyzone. Celine Dion. The magic of the Bee Gees.
I've been singing all night.
An audience, Wednesday, 9:50 ITV.
Hello and welcome to the inland waterways, canals and rivers of the British Isles. So many people use them these days for holidays, travelling throughout the country or just messing about them. We're at Worcester for the Inland Waterways show on Big Blue. Now, the usual image we have of canal boats is big old dirty diesel slurping machines, but I'm aboard a new generation of canal boat now, and can you hear? Very, very quiet. That's because it's electric powered, and the owner, Heather Duncan, is driving us along around Worcester at the moment. Heather, what's the main difference between driving what we can see, the old sort of tug-tug diesel canal boat behind us, and this electric boat?
Well, the difference is this one's all new modern technology. She's run by computer, and we have the traction batteries in the bottom, which actually gives us the stability and the power to run her. She's very fast in the water, and she's very silent, which I have caught a few people out with. I've caught them up on their narrowboats, and they've not been able to see me or hear me.
Do you think that most canal boats in our lifetime will end up to be electric powered?
I would hope that quite a lot would go over to be electric powered. As I say, they are a lot more friendly to the local environment. You know, there's no pollution going into the rivers and around them. The actual charging system on her has got a computer underneath where I'm sitting. I plug her in and she actually does the whole charging system automatically. It turns the charger on, and then after an hour after it's finished charging, it turns the fan on, which takes all of the fumes out of the battery compartment.
Your electricity bills have shot up, have they now?
Well, it only takes an overnight charge. It's only like a trickle charge.
So it's not that expensive. I mean,
No.
Economy-wise, it's way cheaper than diesel.
Yeah. The boat builder, John Williams, reckons I'll get somewhere between 16 to 20 hours cruising out of her a day. I mean, this is the prototype for a fleet that he's building to go to South Africa. Part of South Africa, I believe they're calling the Electric City. You're not allowed any engines in there. Everything's got to be electric. That includes the cars and the boats. And John's got a contract for about 300 to go over there, just like this.
Another big order for the British boat building industry.
It is, it's excellent.
One of the most popular inland waterway sports is canoeing. The sport offers a lot more than you might think.
I'm 18 now, and I started canoeing when I was 11 on a holiday course in the Lake District. And from there I progressed to a local canoe club where I took up general canoeing in plastic boats. Obviously you need a boat, paddles and a seat to go in your boat. After that, when you're beginning, you probably want a buoyancy aid in case you fall in, and really just shorts and thermal tops, t-shirts, that kind of thing, and you'll be fine. This red boat is a touring open canoe, which is wonderful for civilised canoeing with a picnic. It might cost you £600. The yellow boat is a general purpose kayak. It'll cost you £200, and you might begin on that on a holiday course. And the white boat is my racing boat. It's a top of the range kayak, and it'll cost you about £2,000. There are a lot of canoe clubs around the country. There'll be one local to most people, and you probably want to ring the British Canoe Union to find out where your local canoe club is. Then once you've visited the club, and usually you have to become a member fairly swiftly, there are coaching courses for beginners in all sorts of disciplines, or you can just come down and go canoeing you'll find plenty of people who are willing to help you to learn to paddle. And then you can really just join in any sessions that you want to, that your club runs. There's an excellent range of races that you can do from beginner to elite. There's a divisional system in Britain for marathon racing, which means that you can really begin in the lowest division, where you can just paddle forwards and progress through to the highest level. And then there's international competitions for juniors and seniors. I wouldn't say it's a dangerous sport. If you fall in, you'll fall straight out of your boat, so you're not going to get stuck under, which a lot of people are frightened of. It's very free and individual, but there's also good team camaraderie with people that you train and race with.
If solitude and complete tranquility are high on your list of a perfect holiday, then perhaps you could look at inland waterways. We take a look at 3 completely different types of holiday on rivers and canals. We start with Chris Cruises in Datchet on the Thames.
We're a family-run business and we operate on the River Thames in a village called Datchet near Windsor. And we operate a range of 2 to 10 berth self-drive boats, ranging in price from £440 to £1,400 per week. This boat she's 43 foot long and 12 foot beam. She hires from about £800 a week to £1,400 a week. She's fully equipped, even with 240 volts. She has colour television, video, microwave, hairdryer, iron. All the luxuries you have at home, you have on a boat.
Although this boat can sleep up to 12 people, storage is not a problem. You'll find plenty of extra space hidden around the cruiser. The traditional idea of a ship's galley is a 2-foot square box. But take a look at this.
Well, starting from here at Datchet, you can go up to Windsor, Henley, Oxford, Sonning, Goring. There's plenty of places to explore on the Thames. Having a week on board a boat is better than a hotel. You can cruise and you get different scenery every day of the week.
This is Heart of England Hotel narrowboats in Odium.
Jack and myself run the business. I've owned the business for 10 years and the boats are now almost new and offer full ensuite accommodation, full board accommodation for up to 9 guests. The prices range from £175 for a 3-night break in the spring or autumn, right through to approximately £75 per person per night during the summer period when we're cruising all around the canal system on a grand tour, a bit like a cruise liner does around the world.
The serenity of a canal holiday is accentuated by the breathtaking environment.
The daytime activity can involve helping with the boating, walking. There are some of the ladies who like to embroider or just sit and chat, read books from our library or have a drink from the bar. In the evening, some guests like to go to the pub, and we do try and moor close to a village or a pub, but very rarely right outside, so that those who want the countryside, who just sit out and watch the sunset or watch the stars, can do so.
The pace of life is certainly unhurried on the canal.
Canal people are always nice and quiet and very polite. You don't get any road rage on the canal, I can assure you, and that's something to be highly recommended.
And finally, we go to Reading and look at bridge boat holidays.
We're operating 24 Thames cruisers and 2 narrowboats. The narrowboats go up the Canal Canal, which is about 1.5 miles from here. They can go through to Devizes and even Bath. We have from 2 berth to 12 berth, and the price variation is from £300 to just over £1,200 per week, depending on the season. There's no previous knowledge required at all. We give full instruction and training, which takes about half an hour. Most people are very competent by then, but we would give longer tuition if they felt they needed it. It's a lot simpler than driving a car. This cruiser sleeps 6. It's very comfortable. There are 2 showers and toilets, and one is en suite. We've got the sliding roof, which is very nice in the summer for eating out in the open.
And there's a full-size kitchen, or galley, for preparing meals.
It is still very popular. We're getting far more people from all over the world now. We never know when we answer the phone where the next call's coming from. Australia, Israel, South Africa. It's just amazing where our brochure gets to.
We'll have more steamy action from the Waterways Festival in just a couple of ticks here on Big Blue.
Chatback 09068 50 50 50. Chatback 09068 50 50 50.
I was just about to slip into my normal trouser suit that I go out in the evening, because normally I do wear trouser suits and, you know, nobody ever gets to see my legs. But as I was getting changed, I noticed that actually my legs still felt quite soft after having used Dove in the morning. So I put a scarce on, went out and felt great and looked great.
Only new Dove body wash contains special moisturizers like those found naturally in your skin, which actively moisturize for a full 24 hours.
After I use Dove, I know that my skin's going to feel good.
The kitchen cloth can be a breeding ground for bacteria. New Domestos household wipes contain a non-bleach solution that cleans and kills bacteria.
This is power. The power in new Duracell Ultra. The most powerful alkaline battery in the world. The power for more pictures, more music, and ultra performance in one.